Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Kwikset 89912-001 Latch Mortise Tool. So this is a very typical sort of tool that is used for occasional or small volume sort of mortising of doors for latch bolts from lock sets. This is what it looks like when you take it out of the package. You've got this piece of cardboard. That's not important after the fact, but this piece is, and we'll talk more about that in a moment. Here's the business end of the tool. You've got your hammer striking area here, obviously. You've got your cutting edge here. And being a standard mortise tool for residential locks, it's 2 1/4 tall and 1 inch wide. Obviously intended to fit into a 1 inch hole that you're going to drill in the edge of your door. So you'd place it right in the hole, and then you would obviously hammer, get yourself down, scoring the edge of the door, and then chisel out the rest. This is important because that's a replacement blade, so to speak. This one is held on with 2 screws, and I said earlier that it's good for occasional use because what will happen is this cutting edge will fatigue, it will dull, especially if you're hitting any sort of knots. Not intended for a production sort of setting, and again, occasional or a limited amount of use. If you have a lot of these doors to do, dozens, I recommend just going right to a router and a template. But if you have, let's say, 10 or 15 of them to do and you have to do it, it's easy to justify the low cost of this tool over that amount of doors rather than the investment of a router and additional time and tools. Occasional because this isn't going to stand up to a production setting. This will fatigue, especially, again, if you've hit something, and it's not going to be real effective after a while. Sure, it'll score it for you, but you need to get that score down deep enough to your 5/32 of an inch depth, which is appropriate so that you can come with a 1 inch chisel and clean that out real nice. Okay, real handy for doing that. I'm familiar with the wood door machining process by, real easy methods like by hand, or those a little bit more complicated with routers, or even more complicated than that with real fancy routers. And this is a nice tool, and if you're occasionally going to do some work like this, it's very handy to have around. Occasional use. Okay. Kwikset, the name is synonymous with residential locks. Used in low commercial sorts of settings, or light-duty commercial settings, or residential settings, and they do have a nice offering of tools to go along with the process of installing their product. If you have any questions on the Kwikset 89912-001 Mortise Latch Tool, or any other Kwikset product, please feel free to reach out to us.